Yeah. Pepper jack cheese on the inside, the caramelized onions. If you haven't made a Juicy Lucy before, I would definitely give it a try. Welcome back, everybody, to What's Cooking. My name is Corbin from the Iowa City SCHEELS. Today, we are going to be making Juicy Lucy burgers on the Blackstone. We're actually going to start with grinding our own burger, putting some cheese in the middle, patting them up, and then throwing them on a hot griddle. Stay tuned. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna break down our meat. We're using a tri-tip today. Chuck roast is another great one. Usually just anything that's on sale at your local market, you could make a good burger out of. I like to get it to about an 80-20 grind for burgers, but if you're a little leaner, that is completely fine. Now, what I did ahead of time before I cut it up is I actually put the tri-tip in the freezer, which is gonna help grind it up. It's gonna help keep it cool, and it grinds much better when it's just got a little bit of frozenness to it. So after the first grind, we're going to switch on a different plate to give us that final and more fine grind. Super, super simple. Just gotta take off the cover, put on our new plate, and we are ready to go. Now, one thing I do before I grind the second time is I actually go ahead and season the meat. This is just gonna help incorporate it with our second grind. Now, as you can see on the bottom there, I have a bowl of ice, and that's what I'm grinding our top bowl into that. And that just, once again, is just helping keep the meat nice and cool during the whole process. As you can see, that's coming out, looks absolutely perfect. We're just gonna give it just a touch more seasoning. Then we are ready to start pattying up. The key to a Juicy Lucy is you just gotta make 2 flat patties and then you just gotta put them together. So we're just gonna burger out a bunch of flat patties here, and then all we gotta do is fill them with our cheese. Now, one of the most crucial parts of making a Juicy Lucy, obviously, is getting the cheese to stay inside the burger. So when you are pattying these, you wanna make sure you don't put too much cheese, and you have to make sure you get a good seal around the outside. Otherwise, that cheese will actually squirt out, and then your burger's obviously not gonna be as good. We used pepper jack and cheddar cheese today. You can use any cheese you want. I like pepper jack because it's got the good spice. Obviously, you can use cheddar, or you can just do a mix of both. One of my favorite things to have with burgers is caramelized onions. I guess not just with burgers, I like it with steaks. I like it with literally about anything that you eat. Caramelized onions are so delicious. So throw them in a bowl, get them ready for the Blackstone. For the caramelized onions, we just hit the Blackstone with butter and some oil, and then we're just gonna give a little SPG from Cosmos onto those, and we're just gonna let them caramelize first before we get our burgers going. We're running about medium to high heat on those, and once we get pretty good color on there, we're gonna turn down just a little bit, throw our burgers on high heat, give them just a touch more seasoning, and one important thing is you just wanna let those burgers sit for a while because we wanna get that great crust before we dome them. So let them sit for a few minutes here, give them a flip, and then we're gonna let that other side get nice and crispy for us. So to help cook the inside and get that cheese all nice and melted, we're actually going to dome them, and we're just gonna throw some water in there, help steam it up. As you can see on bottom there, that is what happens when you don't form the outside as good as I probably should have. It starts to break open a little bit. Perfect example. All right, now we're gonna get our caramelized onions off. Gonna give our burgers one more flip. Now we're gonna get some butter down, and we're going to toast our buns up. Very important to toast your hamburger buns. We're gonna put some cheese on top because we don't have enough cheese in the middle. We gotta have more cheese. You cannot have too much cheese on a burger, in my opinion. We're gonna dome that up for about 20 seconds, let that cheese melt on top. Then we are going to take these bad boys off. We're gonna go inside and we get to try it, which is the best part. The buns turned out fantastically toasted. Look at that great, just beautiful color. All right, everybody, we're back inside from the Blackstone. We got our Juicy Lucy burgers. We decided they didn't have enough cheese inside them, so we put cheese on top of them too. We got our caramelized onion, and we toasted up our buns. So now is the best part. I get to assemble and eat one. Get our toasted bun here. Big old Juicy Lucy, and I'm gonna put some caramelized onions on mine. I'm gonna cut this puppy in half. Look at that. Yeah. So we got cheese on the inside, pepper jack cheese on the inside, the caramelized onions. The seasoning is fantastic. All together, if you haven't made a Juicy Lucy before, I would definitely give it a try. Thanks everybody for stopping by What's Cooking. Please let us know if you tried the recipes you saw today and how they were. Thanks for watching.